Snails are goddamn geniuses. They've been outsmarting me for way too long. I tried moving the plants to stop them, but that just didn't work. Surely crushed eggshells will work. They're not gonna want to crawl over these. Yeah, they actually seem to like that. Okay, I got this scarecrow for snails. I'm hoping if I put it here and leave it for a while, it should scare the snail. Oh, for fuck. They're basically just mocking me now. You think I'm gonna be outsmarted by a slug? I just can't do it. They're annoying, but he's just trying to have lunch. If only there was a better way. If we get a battery and the snail crawls right past these 2 points, electricity will flow and shock the snail. But in reality, the snail is not going to pass over these points. It's just going to go like this. The chances of it landing here are very, very low. But if we get tinfoil and touch it against the wires to extend them, now when the snail crawls over the tinfoil, as soon as he makes contact with the second one, electricity will flow all the way through and he'll get a shock. And this is true here, 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 here. So if we wrap these around a plant pot, it should stop the snails. Hopefully. I used copper tape, but you can use strips of tinfoil too if you glue them on. Then I got one of these batteries. You can find a clip for it in so many devices. I extended the wires with a soldering iron and used heat shrink tubes to seal the connections. You can use electrical tape too. I always find this so satisfying. I then got a random plastic container, put a hole in it, and passed the wires through to make it waterproof. All that was left now was to solder the wires onto the strips. I'm going to shock myself now, just to show that it's not that bad. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's actually try. That's fine. There's nothing. Wait, actually, maybe that won't be powerful enough for the snails. Let's see. Everything was set up and ready to go, but I kept checking outside every few hours and there were just no snails to be found. So let's try luring them. If we get a stick and carve a notch in it like this, then repeat a few more times and sharpen the tip. It makes this noise when you rub it. When this is done in the ground, it's supposed to summon worms because they think it's raining, so they rush to the surface. I'm hoping it'll do the same for snails. Literally within 7 seconds. That is crazy. I kept going and within 5 minutes I had like 4 worms. Other people think this works because it's supposed to simulate a predator digging, so the worms rush to the surface to avoid the predator. See if you can spot the worms. I actually missed some and only noticed them after recording. Whatever the reason, it works. For worms, but not for snails. What about plants that aren't in a pot? If we connect the strips around the plant and connect the battery like before, it does work, but it left slime, and after a few days, this happened. Here's what I think happened. So electricity usually can't flow because of this part. But when the slime got there, electricity can flow from the battery around and around and around, basically short-circuiting the battery and damaging this part. If we attach copper strips around a paper plate and attach it to the battery like before, it should stop the... Yeah, that was a stupid idea. It's far too flimsy and it will not last the rain. What if we use a lid? If we cut it down the middle and place the copper strips around it, we can place it around the plant and the lid should protect it from the rain. Let's see if it works. By the way, you might have been wondering what this ball is. It's from my last video where I showed how you can use a Japanese technique to turn dirt into a shiny glass sphere. Anyway, back to the snails.